Good morning, everyone. This is the complete walkthrough for the Wells Fargo Championship played in the Master Division qualifying round. Before continuing with the video, make sure you have hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel and turned on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload my hole by hole content during the final round on Saturday. Now, with the Hurricane Winds modifier, it is somewhat difficult to make an approach on every hole going free to play. However, I have used Kingslayers and Luminaries on most holes, but at the same time, I also recommend practice tokens per hole, like practice tokens on every hole to make any personal tweaks as necessary. Also, if you feel my approaches are not good, then you do not have to follow anything I say and you may consider checking out somebody else. Now let's jump on to hole number one. For hole number one, here I'm going to start off with a P5 ball at complete min, P5 side spin 3 ball, 3 left spin and 2 top spin, and then I will have my ball guideline going through the hole, just like that. Then switch to a Centurion or a Kingslayer ball along with Cataclysm. We are switching to Cat so that we have to pull less number of rings. Adjustment will be max plus 0 P2. Straight favoring 1159. Again, max plus 0 P2. Just before circle break under power. And we try to hit perfect. Here I am having my ball touch the inner left ring. However, I do not recommend that if you're not comfortable, because in extreme crosswind angles you might end up clipping the tree as well. So you can just center the ball and get on with a safe birdie on hole number one. For hole number two, we are going to send it for an EB shot or to the green for a very easy putt. Starting position will be where the ball guideline stops clipping the tree, right there. Then this is a more of a tailwind angle. Here I'm going to use 2 left spin and 0.5 backspin. Then first I apply a max left curl and then reduce curl to the triangle, which is also max apocalypse level 5 left curl, and execute a power hook. In this case, I will be rolling through the rough onto the green for a very easy putt. I also have a second drive, which is more of a crosswind angle drive. And in that case, we'll be laying up for the EB shot. Again, the starting position will be the same. You find the position where the ball guideline stops clipping the tree. See, it is all red now. We move right, right there. That is our starting position. Now this is more of a crosswind. Here I'm going to change my spins. I'm going to use 1 left spin and 0.5 top spin. See, I switch back, 1 left spin and 0.5 top spin. Then apocalypse 5 max left curl and a power hook. Again, we are executing a power hook. The consistencies will vary like always. This time I am before the rough for a very easy EB shot, which I'm going to show you shortly. EB shall be played regular EB school method at 20% P5 settings, no spin. Measure your club at the pin. This one I estimated to be around 60 to 65% slider. Find any glitchy spots, if any, likely not when you are going with the no spin approach. And then just center the ball and hit perfect. This is a must drop considering the wind conditions we have, the direction and the strength. Perfect ball, hitting the pin dead center. On hole number 3, I just let it rip, straight tailwind. I think this is also a competition on BK Golf Clash. If you are participating, then good luck to you. Pull out your toss spin boost ball, P5 toss spin boost 4, sheriff ball, or the spirit ball, or something like this. Stretch out your target to max, have the bullseye centered on the fairway. I do not even adjust. Max OP, try to hit perfect. My only aim on this hole will be to get a safe eagle. I mean, yes, albatross is in play. However, depending upon the roll, you might end up pulling so many rings for the grizzly, or will have to play from the max thorn line. So again, not dialing in on the approach, just sending it down there. For hole number 4, we are going to start off with P3 NMT using the quarterback, and then move fire rings to the left. Then switch to Apocalypse and Sniper Bag, 7 top spin and 3 bars of right side spin. Adjustment will be max plus 10% P3. Pushing the rings will be easier. If you want to pull, you can also pull, but you will have to zoom out a little. Then you apply a max right curl, max OP on slow needle, trying to hit perfect. This will nicely bring us into the sniper range for the approach. 388 to 395 yards will be our drive. Like I said, we have sniper on the approach. Here I'm playing no elevation. I'm only going to play this one 1:1 for max distance of my sniper. So that is plus 11 plus 12 will be 1:1, and anything below that will be a reduction in the decimal place. So 14.4 miles per hour, I will pull 14.4 rings. Now 1:1 was just a tiny too much, but I highly believe I had a 11:59 favor, and it wasn't the adjustment, because I will miss this one just on the left. So the only tweak I recommend here is to pull straight and favoring 12:01 if anything. So you miss this one by like half a cup to the left. So straight pull or 12:01 if favoring anything. Now hole number 5 is a blind spot setup. If you don't feel comfortable, don't play this way. Start with the Kingslayer ball, note down your wind and enter into the app. Then switch to a basic ball at complete P0 min. Have half the yellow ring inside the rough on the left. Then you have already entered the wind. We will make an adjustment using the basic ball first. Minimum distance plus 0%. P0 settings. Again, the wind you will be entering is of Kingslayer, up a wind 4 ball. Switch back to Kingslayer, 4 left spin and half bar of back spin. Center the ball and hit perfect. We clip the rough and miss about 0.2 green squares to the right. So probably some wind angle tweaks there, but again, a very aggressive approach. If you don't feel comfortable, don't play this shot. For hole number 6, we are going to play with the wind 0 P5 side spin 4 plus ball. At complete P5 max stretch, have the clear ring by the edge of the wall, there for Apocalypse level 7. We'll be applying 4 left spin and 1 top spin. See, I will switch now. 4 left spin, 1 top spin. Check the amount of curl using the grid and try our best to hit perfect. Now, depending upon the bounce, either you will be rolling through the rough or you will be stuck in the rough. I will be showing you shots for both. However, the approach shots are very difficult because we have somewhat of a crosswind to deal with. In this case, we roll through the rough for an EB shot. Now the EB shot on the video, I'll be playing minus 35% P4 settings, topspin boost method. However, I will be missing this one just on the right. So the only tweak I recommend is to play minus 35% P5 settings. That will give you some extra decimal places, and you should be dropping that one for the albatross. Again, you see it's not exactly crosswind, but still we have somewhat crosswind with tailwind there. Max topspin boost, ball guideline going one green square through the hole. Not one, like half a green square through the hole. Again, on the video, it is minus 35% P4. I recommend minus 35% P5. I do it perfect. And we missed just on the right. So change P4 to P5, and this should be dropping for the albatross if you are into the endbringer range. Now, upcoming shot is from my live gameplay where I was stuck in the rough. Now, this time I was over adjusted. I played regular rough iron rule, check my club at the pin. I estimated this one to be around 25-30% slider. So I played this one, I think, minus 30% P5 at 30% slider. Slider might be off, but the elevation was minus 30% P5. So what I would recommend is to change minus 30 to minus 35, no spin method. And this one should drop for the albatross as well. You see, I will hit perfect, but I will be about one green square to the left, which means I was over adjusted. Hole number 7, this is a tough drop and it's a long par 4 and we have a crosswind. I'm using a premium ball here, topspin boost ball at P3 max stretch, half of the white ring inside the rough on left using Apocalypse level 7. Adjustment, max plus 10% P3, and then I will be pushing my target to max. Max topspin with max topspin boost without any side spin whatsoever. And then using the grid, you can check the amount of curl I'm applying on my drive. I think this has standard needle, so needle will be very shaky. Take your time to hit perfect. Great lefts are preferred over great rights since we have a wind push from left to right. Perfect ball. We are looking for a drive at somewhere around 475 yards. 476. The approach shot will be played using your Grizzly at landing position plus yardage slider and 30% P4 settings. This will result in triple pulls, highly likely triple pulls unless you get a very low wind, which might be a little more than double pull. So 2 left spin, 1 back spin, have the ball guideline going to the hole. For plus 4, I played this one 88% slider and 30% P4 settings. Now I hit a great left, as a result of which we will miss left, and I do adjust into overpower, but I for some reason forgot to apply the OP on the shot. See, I will pull 2 rings into OP. So make sure whatever you pull into, you apply that apply that amount of rings of OP on your shot as well, and hit perfect. But this is a very difficult one to drop from time to time. And if you get lucky, you should be seeing this one dropping on hole number 7. Hole number 8, this one I'm playing with my Horizon level 5. Max topspin, have the ball guideline going 2 green squares through the hole, favoring right edge of the cup. Right there. Adjustment will be minimum distance plus 5% P1 settings, min plus 5 P1. Center and hit perfect. Now, based on my miss, you can add some clicks of right curl if needed, or you can offset a little right of the cup as well, whichever makes you feel more comfortable. But again, par threes are not dialed in the qualifying round. Now, hole number 9, I'm just throwing this one out there. I was having terrible glitches, always pulling into short iron for some reason on my drive. See, it happened on the live game as well. However, we are going to start with a kingmaker in empty position, make our adjustment, max plus 10% P3, and push to max. Again, everything is with the kingmaker. After you have push up to max, switch to luminary ball, apply 2 right spin and 5.8 top spin. Then you can check the amount of curl I'm applying. Triangle right curl, max OP and a slow needle, trying to hit perfect. Drive yardage will be somewhere around 460 to 465 yards depending upon the roll. If you get a really long roll, you can be around 485 yards, but that has happened to me only once in testing. The approach shot can be played using Cataclysm level 5 plus. Cat level 7 plus will have a better ball guideline. For my Cat level 7, I will have the red ring touching the rough on top and bunker on the left. See right there. Then here I apply spins having ball guideline going 2 green squares through the hole. In testing, whenever I kept it short, I always ended up like way short. I recommend going to the hole if you don't want to go through the hole. It is always better to hit the pin and bounce off rather than ending up short. That's what I believe. Adjustment 0% P3 at slider, which will be your landing position plus at a slider. And then we'll be applying just before circle break under power. Now here I do apply a couple of clicks of left curl. However, I recommend not doing that because this made me miss on the left. We do take a nice bounce, but we miss on the left. So center the ball and just before circle break under power, and you might get lucky for an albatross on hole number 9.